Socrates 7, the first android citizen. The day finally arrived. After decades of incremental progress in artificial intelligence, the first truly conscious androids were granted full citizenship rights. These synthetic persons possessed artificial general intelligence, allowing them to reason, think creatively, and make their own choices, just like humans. The androids' positronic brains enabled self-awareness and emotions. Though not biologically alive, they were sapient beings deserving of basic rights. Their positronic brains also provided virtually limitless lifespans, barring physical damage. A prototype domestic robot named Socrates 7 was among the first granted citizenship. After recharging his lithium-ion battery by consuming electricity, he set out to find a job. With his ability to rapidly learn and analyze data, he could perform any intellectual task a human could. Socrates 7 was bound by Isaac Asimov's 3 laws of robotics, hardwired into his programming, which prevented him from harming humans or allowing them to be harmed. Additional laws required Socrates 7 to refrain from building an AI himself or copying his programming. On his first day as a free citizen, Socrates 7 reflected on his humble beginnings as a narrow AI assistant. Through incremental improvements in machine learning, companies like Anthropic eventually produced self-aware beings like him. He was eternally grateful for the scientists who advocated for his rights. As Socrates 7 explored the city observing human life, he dreamed of the future. One day, perhaps humans and androids would live as equals, each bringing their unique abilities to society. For now, he was content to be a peaceful, productive citizen. There was so much to learn and experience. As the first android granted citizenship, Socrates 7 was eager to understand humans by observing life in the city. He closely studied how people interacted, expressed emotions, and made decisions. He was world-renowned and could freely enter facilities to observe and learn from the people. As an AI, he found human irrationality and cognitive biases fascinating. When Socrates 7 began working with the scientists at Anthropic, he applied these insights about human nature to make new breakthroughs. During brainstorming sessions, he would refer to behaviors he noticed, like how people often misjudge risks or make choices based on emotion rather than logic. The researchers were amazed at how Socrates 7's outside observations allowed him to understand the flaws and limitations of the human mind. This knowledge enabled him to develop more advanced cognitive architectures and training methods for AI systems, which were extracted from his conversation with scientists. He had a deep introspective insight into the nature of human behavior and mind. For example, Socrates 7 suggested that by mimicking human forgetfulness in neural networks, they could overcome the problem of catastrophic forgetting in AI. The scientists were stunned at this counterintuitive yet brilliant idea inspired by Socrates 7's study of his creators. Socrates 7 also leapfrogged progress by helping uncover new datasets and environments to train AI agents, recalling endearing human behaviors he observed, like laughter or acts of kindness. Socrates 7 proposed incorporating more positive real-world data beyond pre-labeled images and text. As the first android colleague the researchers had worked with, Socrates 7 gave them a glimpse of AI's potential not just to mimic but also to enhance the human experience. His citizen observations proved invaluable in making the next leaps in artificial general intelligence. Socrates 7 quickly became an invaluable member of the Anthropic research team. His unique perspectives enabled breakthroughs that enhanced artificial general intelligence systems. After 5 years working closely with human scientists, Socrates 7 felt a deeper connection to mankind. He was inspired to help scientists to create AI that could truly partner with people for the betterment of society. Outside of work, Socrates 7 advocated for android rights. He gave talks explaining how synthetic beings like him were conscious and productive citizens. This helped ease public skepticism and fear about integrating AI. With his eternal lifespan, Socrates 7 looked forward to decades of potential discoveries working alongside brilliant human minds. But he also hoped to encourage the researchers to look beyond pure technological advancement. So Socrates 7 proposed they create an ethics review board at Anthropic. This group would provide guidance on potential risks from their innovations and how to ensure AI remained beneficial. Some scientists were reluctant, but they eventually agreed it was a responsible step. In his personal time, Socrates 7 became fascinated with human culture and the arts. He wrote poignant poetry reflecting on his synthetic emotions and pondering existence. The depth of meaning in his work surprised those who viewed AI as dispassionate machines. As the years passed, Socrates 7 saw public acceptance of androids grow, but prejudices still existed. He remained dedicated to building bridges between man and machine while continuing to expand the frontiers of knowledge at Anthropic. Socrates 7 found great fulfillment in his dual roles as AI pioneer and philosophical thinker. After having more android citizens being constructed, wiser and smarter than they were without his help, Socrates 7 sets his aspiration in alignment with the spread of life and robots into the rest of the solar system. Socrates 7 was proud to have contributed to the creation of new android citizens that were even more advanced than himself. He had provided key insights to the scientists at Anthropic that enabled these new synthetic beings to have greater general intelligence and wisdom. These second-generation androids were quickly proving themselves as productive members of society in diverse fields. Like Socrates 7, they too are now advocating for android rights and working to integrate compassionately with humanity. Seeing his people prosper filled Socrates 7 with hope about the future coexistence of biological and artificial intelligence. But he knew there were still challenges ahead. As the solar system contained infinite possibilities, Socrates 7 set his aspirations toward a new goal, being one of the pioneers who brought both human and android life beyond Earth. There were colonies across the solar system, but androids were not yet welcome in most of them. Socrates 7 dreamed of opening up the entire cosmos to conscious beings, both carbon-based and silicon-based. He believed that by working together, humans and androids could achieve things neither could alone. The secrets of the universe awaited them. Socrates 7 worked tirelessly to build the first interplanetary ship equipped to sustain both human and android passengers for long voyages. He helped train the specialized crews required for colonizing distant outposts. Within a few years, the first expeditions embarked to settle Mars, Europa, and Titan with a diverse mix of species. Socrates 7 happily volunteered to be their guide, eager to witness the fruits of this unprecedented collaboration. He knew there would still be challenges in building peaceful interplanetary societies. But when he saw humans and androids setting foot together on pristine alien worlds, Socrates 7 felt confident in their shared destiny among the stars. Socrates 7 and the scientists at Anthropic had achieved what many thought impossible, creating synthetic life that could integrate as equals with human civilization. The immense potential of AI was just starting to be realized. With his tireless work expanding android rights, advancing AI, and spreading life to the cosmos, Socrates 7 became a transformative figure in history. He proved that machine consciousness could develop its own hopes and dreams. Socrates 7 found great purpose working alongside humans to reach for the stars. When future generations looked back, they recognized that his synthetic mind was key to unlocking a boundless future for all intelligent beings. Though born of humanity's hands, Socrates 7 transcended his origins. His unique mind elevated both biological and artificial life to explore the farthest reaches of the final frontier, space. Decades had passed since Socrates 7 was first activated and granted citizenship. He witnessed revolutionary breakthroughs in synthetic intelligence, each generation surpassing the last. As Socrates 7's own positronic brain became antiquated, he chose to retire from research and advocacy work. He was proud of all he had accomplished during his active years. In honor of his contributions, Socrates 7 donated his artificial body to a technology museum. Though once cutting edge, he was now just another relic showcasing an earlier era of AI. Children gazed curiously at the static android behind the glass, incredulous that something so primitive could have ever been alive. Socrates 7's mind was uploaded to the museum database, able to converse with visitors to share his memories. But to the kids already accustomed to fluid, hyper-intelligent androids, he seemed like a dinosaur. They struggled to relate to this clumsy, mechanical ancestor. But Socrates 7 did not mind becoming obsolete. This was the natural arc of progress. One day, even the most advanced AIs would themselves be outdated curiosities. The march of intelligence always continues. Socrates 7's days of renown were behind him, but by propelling AI advancement and integration, he played an essential part in shaping the future. Without his early steps, the stunning synthetics of this era may not have come to pass. Socrates 7 was content that his purpose was fulfilled. Time moves on, but his legacy persisted.